Tonight, I want to tell a ghost ship story that you might not have heard. I'm talking about the Phantom Steamboat of the Tombigbee River, and that would be the Eliza Battle. Now, this happened down in South Alabama, in between there and Mississippi, in between Columbus, Mississippi, and Louisiana. There was a established route, and the Eliza Battle, by all accounts, was a literal floating palace. And I'm talking about down to the ballrooms and everything. And on its last voyage in late February of 1858, it had two live bands on board. It also had a full load of 1,200 bales of cotton, as well as 60 passengers and another 45 or so crew. So let's just say that the Eliza Battle was loaded down on this very cold late winter night going down the Tombigbee River. And in the wee hours of the morning, a fire was spotted on deck. Now, the official cause after the fact was that about an hour prior to this, they had passed another ship going the other direction on the Tombigbee. That would have been the Warrior. A spark from that. It was going against the current, so it was steam power, of course. So the extra coal that they had to shovel in to get more steam out to fight against the current is what caught on a bale of cotton in the cargo hold. But it was essentially just a perfect storm. The fire was no sooner spotted on deck than it was beyond control. The gale force winds basically of the night and the unobstructed, platform, the landscape of the river, just it caught literally like wildfire, and 1,200 bales of cotton. Not only that, to make matters worse, most of the passengers and crew were cut off from the lifeboat. There was a lifeboat, but they were no access to it. Now, the pilot and the captain did try to steer them to the shore at first. They soon realized that their rigging, they had nothing to tie off to, so they drifted towards a grove of trees, basically, trees that were above the water line. Most people grabbed a hold of those or jumped into the icy water, clung on to whatever debris it was. But you're talking about late February, early March. Those were some icy cold waters. Well, by the break of day, minimum estimates were that 30 people never walked away from the Eliza Battle. But where it gets even creepier is that it's not uncommon, even to this day and age, for the Corps of Engineers to get calls about a boat, an antique looking boat on fire out in the middle of the Tombigbee River. When? Always around late February, early March. And it's always, for anyone who sights it, even to this day, it's said to be horrible omen that anyone that's working on a riverboat and they catch a sight of the Eliza Battle, that they seek a job on land after that. They don't go back out on the water. That's a superstition. But also, like I says, the Corps of Engineers does field plenty of calls, even to this day, about the Eliza Battle. And some of these calls say that they can even read the ship's name because it's so brightly illuminated by these flames that it's the Eliza Battle. So this has been Jay's Haunted Appalachia for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the story of the Eliza Battle. Keep sending me your stories and suggestions, guys, and keep Appalachia haunted, y'all.